Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss lines and angles. Introduction part 1. Before going to start the topic, we want to know some basic terms and definitions. So first, a line segment. A part of a line with two endpoints is called a line segment. Line segment AB is denoted by AB on the top of AB just to keep a line. Ray. A part of a line with one endpoint is called a ray. The ray AB is denoted by AB ray. Ray AB. Collinear points and non-collinear points. If three or more than 3 points are on the same line, then they are collinear points. Otherwise, they are non-collinear points. Always remember, only non-collinear points makes a closed figure. Here in this example, you can see P, Q and R are collinear points because they lie on a straight line. And ABC are non-collinear points which forms a closed figure because they are non-collinear points. And with 3 points, the closed figure is called as triangle. Now we are going to discuss what is an angle and what are the different types of angles. Angle, we have a lot of definitions to describe an angle. One of the definition is an angle is formed when two rays originate from the same end point, or the difference between initial and terminal position of a ray is also called as a angle. You can see in this example, angle ABC is denoted by angle ABC. The ray BA and BC making an angle are called arms of angle ABC. The end point B is called the vertex of angle ABC. The types of angles, there are different types of angles according to their measure, such as acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle and a reflex angle, and also complete angle. So acute angle, in acute angle is an angle which is less than 90 degrees. So acute angle lies between 0 to 90 degrees. You can see here angle X in this example. Angle X in this example here, it is an acute angle. A right angle is an angle which is equals to 90 degrees. Here angle Y equal to 90 degrees. In the second figure you can see it is a right angle. Obtuse angle, an obtuse angle is an angle which is more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. You can see in this figure angle Z is more than 90 and less than 180. Straight angle, a straight angle is an angle which is equals to 180 degrees. So here straight angle S equal to 180. Always remember, on a straight line, sum of all angles equals to 180 degrees. If for example, if you draw an AB as a straight line, if you draw any rays on AB, if you add all the angles, it will be equal to 180 degrees. Reflex angle. A reflex angle is an angle which is more than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. So here angle T is more than 180 and less than 360. It is called as reflex angle. So measure of angle is always in anti-clockwise direction. So now we are going to discuss pair of angles, names of the pair of angles with their measurement at particular degrees. Complementary angles. Two angles whose sum is 90 degrees are called complementary angles. Example, angle A plus angle B equal to 90 degrees then angle A and B are complementary to each other. You can take a 40 and 50, measures of angle A and B as 40 and 50. So 40 plus 50 equal to 90. Now angle A and B are complementary to each other. That is, angle A is complementary to B and angle B is complementary to A. And here the angle which is complementary to itself is 45 degrees, because 45 plus 45 only equal to 90. So angle complementary to itself is 45 degrees. Supplementary angle. Two angles whose sum is 180 degrees are called supplementary angles. Let angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degrees, then A and B are supplementary to each other. Example, 120 and 60. If angle A equal to 120, angle B equal to 60 degrees. So angle A plus B equal to 180. Angle A is supplementary to B and angle B is supplementary to A. The angle supplementary to itself is 90 degrees. If angle A equal to 90 degrees, then angle B is also 90 degrees if A and B are supplementary. Now here you can discuss one more thing, conjugate angles. If two angles whose sum is 360 degrees are called conjugate angles. Example, you can take 120 and 240. 120 plus 240 equal to 360. So angle A and B are conjugate to each other. So the angle which is conjugate to itself is 180 degrees. Now here we are going to discuss now adjacent angles. What are which angles said to be adjacent? Two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and their non-common arms are on different sides of the common arm. Here in this example, angle ABD and angle DBC are the adjacent angles, as ray BD is their common arm and point B is their common vertex. Ray BA and ray BC are non-common arms which lie on either side of BD. Always remember, sum of two adjacent angles equals to the angle whole angle. In this example, angle ABC equal to angle ABD plus angle DBC. Vertically opposite angles. The vertically opposite angles formed when two lines intersect each other at a point. Two lines AB and CD intersect each other at a point O. Then there are two pairs of vertical angles formed, vertical opposite angles. One pair is angle AOD and angle BOC, and the other pair is angle AOC and angle BOD. Now here we have a property, if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Here angle AOD equal to angle BOC and angle COA equal to angle DOB. Always remember, here angle can be named with either side, like AOC or COA, they are same angles. Now here we can prove why they are equal by taking a straight angle. You can see AB is a straight line. On AB you have two angles, that is BOD and AOD. So sum of AOD and BOD equal to 180 degrees. Same way on CD, top of a CD you have angle AOD and angle AOC. Sum of angle AOD and angle AOC is also equal to 180 degrees. So the first and second equation we can say that the RHS are 180. So LHS are equated. Angle AOD plus angle BOD equal to angle AOD plus angle AOC. So equals are subtracted from equals, then the remainders are equal. If you subtract AOD from both equations, the remainders are equal, that is AOC equal to BOD. So by this you can say vertically opposite angles are equal. Now when you compare two lines, there are possibility either intersecting lines or parallel lines, and also they both may be coincide lines, which all each and every point on both lines are common. Now here a line PQ and RS are intersecting lines because they are intersecting each other at O. The common point between PQ and RS is O. Lines AB and CD are non-intersecting lines, those are called parallel lines. The length of, you can see a note here, the length of the common perpendicular at different points on these parallel lines is the same. The equivalent is called the distance between two parallel lines. So my dear students, here we are going to conclude the class up to here for today. The next class we are going to discuss the linear pair axiom and the different properties or axioms, theorems or different theorems based on parallel lines and transversal. So you know that parallel lines, if a transversal fall on two parallel lines, it forms in 8 different angles. Based on 8 angles, we have different pair of angles like corresponding angles, alternative interior, alternative exterior, co-interior and all. We are going to discuss everything in the next video regarding the properties and the theorems of parallel lines and transversal as well as linear pair axiom also. Thank you students. Thank you for today. Have a nice day.